Mm-hmm.
I feel like he gonna tell on everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was a part that wasn't even an indictment. The stuff that they're saying that he's talking about is not an indictment. So he's offering that along with everything else, and then they added those new people to the indictment. Like, you know.
So in 2019 and 2020, can this whole situation happen with 6ix9ine, and then him come home and still have a successful music career? Because we're in a different day and age. So I'm just curious.
It is different.
What do you think?
Look, I think he can make music and people can hear it, but the original core and bass that he tapped into won't route.
Even though
What's good, y'all? It's Bassey, Akwa. 50 Cent predicts Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching on Treyway. And when Tekashi 6ix9ine took a picture with his girl, grabbing on her ass like a Georgia peach, I thought that was the last time Tekashi 6ix9ine was going to be grabbing on her ass, period. Well, not period. I mean, because while he's locked up, a nigga's probably going to be grabbing his ass like that. Or either he's going to be grabbing that nigga's ass, or he's going to be grabbing his ass, or they're going to be grabbing each other's asses at the same time. Or they're going to be 69 it. I mean, when he was doing all them dances, like he's gonna be twerking and shit. Like I don't know, you know what I mean. But 50 Cent, I mean, predicts that Tekashi 6ix9ine sits on the whole Treyway. I thought 6ix9ine wasn't gonna snitch. I thought he was gonna be locked up for at least 40 years. You know what I mean, I thought he would have came out 40 years later while we're all fucking old and shit. You know what I mean, looking at our tablets, barely able to look at the shit. You know what I mean, while Tekashi 6ix9ine's on stage somewhere at Rolling Loud with a bald spot talking about, oh my niggas really gangbang. Like that's what I thought was gonna happen. I mean, but supposedly they're saying that he's gonna snitch. I mean, they're saying that Tekashi 6ix9ine is gonna snitch. You know what I'm saying? And 50 predicted it. 50 was talking about how, like, he said on the record, you know, I'm not gang, I do not gang bang, to make it clear that was smart. You know what I mean? He also said that Tekashi 6ix9ine, I see a lot of people saying this. A lot of people feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine is gonna come out and still be able to rap the same way he was before. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen like it was before. 50 said that he won't be able to have his same core fan base. And this is coming from 50, somebody who's actually business savvy. I'm glad someone who is business savvy spoke on this, because you got a bunch of niggas talking about, oh, he's gonna be able to come back and he'll be able to bounce right back. No, he won't. His reputation and everything he had was built off of the gangster image. Like everything he was doing, the marketing was completely focused around being gangster, telling niggas to suck his dick. I could do what I want. I could come to your city. You can't come to mine. I'll run New York. Everything was about being a typical New York nigga. You mean a typical New York nigga in the rap game is a nigga, you mean, that just comes up, was a dirty nigga one day, then rises up to the top, you mean, and just talk shit. You mean, talk shit, says I can't be touched. That's like that's a typical New York nigga story. I mean, people don't think, you think the people like 6ix9ine actually like had like New York fans. He actually had niggas like that fucked with him. Like people in the hood actually fucked with 6ix9ine. You know what I mean? Like certain people didn't, like the older niggas didn't, but people fucked with 6ix9ine. Those same people, that core fan base that rocked with him from the beginning, that seen him in all the videos with red flags. Like the first 2 videos was pure gang shit. That's how he built his core fan base in America. So you're telling me if that's what his core fan base is built off of, he's gonna be able to come back and rock out like that? No. He's not gonna be able to come back and rock like that. He's not gonna be able to come back and be the same, you know what I mean, be on the same shit talking on Instagram. His whole persona is built around being a gangster, a funny gangster nigga on Instagram. Like, how is he gonna be able to come back and troll? Like, it's not even gonna be funny anymore. It's gonna be like, hey, the only way he could come back is if he's like takes a different approach to it. You know what I mean? Like, if he sings like other songs and rocks like other ways, then that's different. He won't be able to come back and have that same core fan base that rocked with him for that hard gangster music. You know, because whether people want to believe it or not, like people could say, oh, it's a different age. People, ratting is still looked at as ratting. I mean, like, your gangster image, people fell in love with the actual gangster image. There's people out there who actually thought 6ix9ine was a thug and he was gangster. He had Shotty behind him. It literally looked like a whole gangster movie. You know what I mean? It was literally like a gangland documentary the whole time. You know what I mean? Like a gangster story. Now that shit is over, it's not gonna be the same. he'll be able to come back and do things. I'm not saying 6ix9ine won't be able to come back and make money and actually do stuff and actually have shit, doing whatever. But I don't know if he's gonna be back automatically like popping like that. But he won't be able to have that same street core fan base of people, not even just street core, but just people who fucked with his gangster image. Whether he does that other shit, the Spanish shit, who knows? You know what I mean? Nigga might be dancing on merengue. Nigga might be having a tight, a black shirt on. You know what I mean? Like this. You know what I mean? Necesita. Like he might be on that type of shit. But other than that, talking about gangster shit, it's just not gonna rock. But he'll definitely be able to come back. I was talking with someone in the comment section, and they was talking about how he'll be able to come back and do documentaries or stories on his life. Definitely. The story of Tekashi 6ix9ine's life, that's a New York Times bestseller. You know what I mean? That's a New York Times bestseller. You know what I mean? You just have him sitting on a chair tied up with a fucking rope around him like this, you know what I mean? With blood dripping out his mouth talking about, you know what I mean? Fucking the Billy story or some shit like that, or the Treyway story, the rise and fall of 6ix9ine or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But he will be able to come back, just not the same way. It's not gonna be the same 6ix9ine. No way. No way. He's not gonna be able to do the same set, start off with Kuda, all my niggas really gangbang. It's not happening. You know what I mean? But he will be back, but he's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe. What do y'all think about this? Do you agree with 50 Cent that Tekashi 6ix9ine won't be able to come back and have that core fan base? Or do you think he'll be able to rock out here? Let me know. Turn on notifications, like, subscribe, y'all. Holla.